terminal illness and a fatal car crash ended Thomas Kane's lifeless, unremarkable existence. Blessed with a high IQ from birth, he had spent his entire childhood trapped in the shadow of his talented elder brothers. Isolated by boarding school and burned out by superficial, wealth-driven friendships, he grew cold, reserved, and emotionally detached. His only escapes from his monotonous life were competitive chess and anime and manga, hobbies that sharpened his observational skills, self-control, and logical thinking far beyond the average person. On a mundane holiday, while others celebrated freely, Thomas returned alone to his empty apartment. Plagued by chronic fatigue and irregular meals, he suddenly collapsed. The small joys of his dull days, his kind elderly neighbor Mark, and a long-awaited overseas manga delivery, could not save him. A sudden power outage left him unconscious, and he woke up in a hospital with a devastating diagnosis: end-stage brain cancer, with no cure and no hope of survival. Crushed by despair, the 18-year-old refused to wait for his inevitable death. He snuck out of the hospital on a rainy night and broke down crying in an abandoned park. In the pouring storm, a strange black cat with piercing golden eyes appeared before him. The moment Thomas reached out to touch the mysterious creature, an out-of-control car crashed into him. Agony flooded his body as his vision faded. The cat's all-knowing golden gaze burned into his final memory. Complete darkness engulfed him, until a cold, mechanical system prompt cut through the void. Clinging to his last chance at life, Thomas roared his desperate resolve: "I accept. I want to live." Blinding blue light shattered the darkness, and a digital interface materialized. "Welcome, player." Thomas jolted awake in an unfamiliar room, stunned by the mountain scenery outside the window. He had reincarnated into the vibrant, dangerous world of Naruto, in the heart of Konoha village. Reborn as 5-year-old Daichi Hekima, he retained his 18-year-old mature mind, sharp logic, and most importantly, an overpowered gamer system as his secret ace. All the mediocrity and despair of his past life was gone. In this new life, he was a war orphan, having lost his parents during the devastating Nine Tails attack, and raised in Konoha's village orphanage. On his 5th birthday, gentle low-ranked ninja Kenta Kaido visited the orphanage to check on him. The moment the birthday milestone triggered, his system activated and unlocked his core unique skill, insight. This ability let him instantly read the stats, aptitude, and true nature of any target. He immediately recognized Kenta as a kind-hearted but mediocre ninja, who had failed the academy exam 3 times yet still devoted himself to caring for orphan children with genuine warmth. A time-limited system quest appeared right after, ordering him to report to the director's office for an unknown reward. The sealed memories of his original body unlocked moments later, revealing the quest's true purpose. Orphanage Director Ko, a retired JNIN and decorated medical ninja, had arranged a formal adoption for him. In her office, he met his soon-to-be adoptive father, Kenya Yasushi. A sharp scar cut across the old man's cheek, and his entire aura exuded suppressed, terrifying power. Daishi's insight skill failed to detect any of his stats at all, proving Kenya's strength far surpassed the retired director. Daichi instantly grew vigilant and weighed his choices calmly. Staying in the orphanage would only trap him in an ordinary, meaningless life. Accepting the mysterious adoption meant endless unknowns, but also boundless potential, the perfect chance to rewrite his fate. The moment he made his decision, the system rewarded him with +1 wisdom. To test the stern old man's temperament, the 5-year-old boldly teased, "You'd look just like a pirate with an eye patch." Director Ko panicked, ready to scold him for his disrespectful words, but Kenya burst into hearty laughter, completely unoffended. The boy's fearless wit and sharp observation impressed him deeply, revealing maturity and mental fortitude far beyond a normal child's. After Daichi left to pack his things, Ko questioned Kenya's sudden decision to adopt. His smile faded as he admitted the truth. Daichi's face was identical to his late son Hikaru, who had died in the Nine Tails rampage. This adoption was his long-awaited redemption, a promise he had kept buried for years. Daichi bid farewell to the kind Kenta and caring Director Ko, then followed his new father out of the orphanage. Bathed in warm sunlight, he swore a silent oath: he would never waste this second life. This time, he would climb to the absolute peak of the ninja world. The next morning, Daichi explored Konoha's vibrant streets with Kenya, a stark contrast to the bleak loneliness of his past life. He spammed his insight skill on every plant, animal, and villager to level up continuously, triggering a new village exploration quest: investigate Konoha's 7 core landmarks within 7 days. Their first stop was Shikata Canteen, where Daichi discovered rainbow dumplings, a rare delicacy that slowly restored stamina and chakra, becoming a vital resource for his future growth. Mid-meal, Kenya suddenly unleashed a crushing, oppressive aura, aiming to test the boy's mental resilience. Most 5-year-olds would have collapsed in terror, but Daichi's gamer mind locked his emotions in place. He tensed his body, raised his guard to the maximum, and stared steadily back at the seasoned ninja. In that instant, Kenya confirmed beyond doubt, Daichi was a born genius, with composure and courage that outshone countless adult shinobi. Emboldened by the old man's genuine admiration, Daichi spoke his ambition without pretense. I want to become the strongest ninja in the world, traverse every corner of this land, and live without regret. His pure, unshakable resolve resonated deeply with the battle-worn Kenya. The old man made a deal with him: he would enroll Daichi in the Ninja Academy in a year, and subject him to brutal, all-round special training until then to crush all his future peers. A high-tier growth quest unlocked, covering physical training, taijutsu, chakra control, and basic ninjutsu, with generous rewards and harsh failure penalties. Daichi immediately threw himself into hellish training. He pushed his body to the limit with endless runs, push-ups, and core workouts. Breaking through his physical limits unlocked the exclusive stamina attribute, sending his overall stats soaring. He also gained the meditation skill, allowing him to recover from exhaustion rapidly, and drastically improve his leveling efficiency. After one night of intensive training, Daichi's strength, speed, and physique far outmatched ordinary children his age. The next day, he used Kenya's startup funds to explore Konoha alone, and fill his skill gaps. He purchased life skill books to unlock new growth paths, and bought sunglasses and a backpack to conceal his unusual eye movements, and hide his system ability from others. He completed his village exploration quest by visiting key locations: Konoha Library, the Ninja Academy, Ichiraku Ramen, and the Hokage Rock. He earned the Explorer title, gained the ability to detect hidden areas, and unlocked a full Konoha mini-map for complete terrain mastery. Ichiraku's signature ramen also became his go-to top-tier stamina and chakra recovery meal. Standing atop the Hokage Rock, Daichi overlooked the entire village, feeling the weight of generations of Hokage's sacrifices, and the fragile peace of the ninja world. This profound epiphany boosted his wisdom stat, and he abandoned his detached spectator mindset, beginning to truly value the lives and fates of everyone in this new world. A soft, hoarse elderly voice suddenly sounded behind him. He turned to face Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, the legendary professor of the ninja world. Even before the village's strongest shinobi, the 5-year-old remained calm and respectful, showing no trace of childish fear. Intrigued by his unusual poise, the third Hokage asked what he saw in Konoha. Daichi replied with mature insight, speaking of the village's peace, heritage, and the endless sacrifices that sustained its safety. His profound understanding and pure resolve deeply impressed the veteran Hokage. When asked of his goals, Daichi stated firmly, "I want to become a ninja." In mere minutes, Daichi left a greater prodigy impression on Hiruzen than young Itachi. His favorability with the Hokage surged, and ANBU immediately launched a full background investigation. The mysterious orphan had officially entered the sight of Konoha's highest authorities. Reborn from death, armed with an adult's wisdom and an overpowered gamer system, Daichi gained a legendary mentor and the Hokage's favor. Yet dark winds swirled in Konoha. Orochimaru's hidden schemes, the distant threat of Akatsuki, and the doomed Uchiha massacre loomed on the horizon. Ready to surpass all geniuses and rewrite tragic fate, Daichi's legendary rise to the top of the ninja world had only just begun.